Crispy, alright. Unbelievable. Come on, Medford. You sent the signal. Where are you? I'll try again. Come on, Medford. Let me get rid of that muck. Oh, it's gone. Oh, that's better. Looks like there's no look on Lotto tonight, so never mind. There's always luck later on. Yeah, I was surprised when I saw that one on Crosby Avenue. I thought that I could see on the map, Ferry Road, which I know, I think police station somewhere around there, and I thought, you haven't been visiting Michael Gove's pharmacist, have you?
Why?
All that white stuff on your nose.
What white stuff? Oh. I'm not even on the thing.
Yes, I saw that and I went,
No white stuff here.
eh?
No white stuff here. No.
Yeah, I was saying, oh, strike. You were very observant with the photographs on that particular property's web page. Very observant. So I went, what's you about? You need a new kitchen and bathrooms. Where had a look? I went, oh yeah. It is
It's a bit shy.
yeah. It's a bog standard bathroom, probably from 70s. Kitchen the same.
It's not built-in cooker electric.
Yeah, well, there's nothing we can do about it anyway at the moment, but it's nice to see what's out there. Oh, it's so nice to see what's out there, but it's at the same time, you're looking, you're thinking, oh, bastard. Ooh, you know, bugger. Bugger and bollocks, because you're thinking, oh. Started with bloody, what's it start with now? Started with that one near Baden Powell Honda. I saw that one, I went, oh, look at that gusher. Look at that conservatory. I said, that's just perfect for you. But we both knew that won't last long. And gone. Same with that one on Bolingbroke Road. Or Bolingbroke Road. Bolingbroke Road. Bottisford. That one, I thought, I said, look at that. I said, beautiful. Because the garden's the key. And, okay, Okay. Ah. That's a bit shite, isn't it? What's that one? Oh, yes, that's more like it. I get that. Oh, yes, that's better. That's much. That'd be off after you've had one of my great big tubs of chili that's in shed.
It ain't.
I've got enough chili to do me bloody several nuclear winters. Quite nice and all. We had some the other day. There wasn't much mince in it, like it was mainly bits of potato and kidney beans, but the juice, but the rice, oh, they were lovely. You know, the juice mixed well with the rice. So I couldn't get anything to do, so I just thought, might as well get one of them out at shed. Like tonight, I got back after second day shift. I'm thinking, curry. Oh, I ain't got any out at the freezer. Oh, I don't mind. Right, so I wait for it. Right, come on, come at lottery. So I got back, but right, get curry. Oh, I had some tea. Tea? Saturday night's curry night. But I done tea. What do I do? Proper rubbish? I'm like, but I want curry. And it's just Saturday night. We can have curry tomorrow for dinner. So I thought, it was actually quite nice what she did. She did something in a nice, like a black pepper sauce, this chicken bits, and some potatoes. Quite nice. So tomorrow dinner we're going to have curry. I'm going to take a tin full for night shift, so I'll have curry for my dinner, curry for my supper. I'll be turned into a bloody a Bombay potato. Right, so what's that one? Oh, it's background. Oh, honestly, I've been quite good though with that Zoopla app and Right Move of late. I've been quite good. I haven't been nowhere near as bad as I used to be. Nowhere near as bad. But every time you see something that grabs you and you think, fucking hell. That one in Ashby, Bolingbroke Road, lovely red kitchen units. Low Lees Road, or Leys, that way pronounced on Buttersford. That one at 140 is still there, but it's like built on a slope. It's in them.
No.
But yeah, they built it into a hill, into a slope, because there's one at 140, and it's the garage, the height between the concrete path and the bottom of the front window frame is bigger than the average house. It's taller, and then you look in the back garden and it's like sloping like that, and then you can just actually the garden's above the height of the garage roof because that's been cut into the slope of the hill, so that's level, and then the garden. Oh, is it? You hadn't told Thomas McCool, have you? You got his ex-boyfriend with you. I always said you, and I always knew you wanted a Brazilian, but that's taking piss. Yeah,
Thomas
yeah,
Thomas and Nelson.
yeah. You got it. Yeah. Thomas McCool and Nelson. He's probably, is he still there?
Oh,
Thomas McCool.
no, he left about 10 years ago.
Well, bloody hell. Are you sure 10 years ago? I wasn't there that long ago and he was still working there.
I worked there for a long time now. He worked for, last time I saw him, he was working for Northamptonshire Castle cutting grass.
Mm. I'm trying to think now. What fuck was where was I? Where the fuck was I? Oh yeah. Lowleys Road, Bottisford. There's one there at Stump Market at 140. Oh, beautiful. But all these are out of reach. But when I saw that one for Crosby Avenue, and then you said, "Oh, by the way, I walked past that on my way to and from work." I'm like going, "Well, if we'd just had that little bit of luck, you know, 250, 300k will do us easy." That well, as I said in my various multiple videos, that will leave us with a bit of spending money left over, so that she can become an housewife, which is something I pray for because this with the you know what and the bakery at times it's soul destroying. So that'd be great for that. And then I was thinking you could like as well as resurrecting our P&J session. Where's the timer on that? As well as resurrecting our P&J sessions again, and you'll be able to pop in for a brew on your way home from Chicken Factory. I thought, well, that's the perfect location. We found it, but we're about £140,000 short. And I could say, oh, Jeff, what are you doing it tonight? Well, not much. Rose has got to go doctors for something. And I go, oh, well, we're going to Scalini's for a nice fish and chip. I'll get my coat. Right, we'll be waiting for you. 10-minute drive into Brig. And what's that one do? Shit. Yeah, 10 minutes drive into Brig, get parked up, into Scalini's. So let's imagine that we are in Scalini's now and Gusher orders, we're sitting inside, bearing in mind. Gusher orders a small fish and chips. I order a small fish and chips with scraps, breaded. I got this wrong last time. I said breaded butter, bread and butter, and a pot of tea. What would you order?
A large fish and chips.
That's it. No mushy peas or.
I'm not sure.
Well, from what I've seen, I mean, we've had small fish and chips every time we've been there, and it's always been enough for us. Not too much, not too little. It fills the hole to the point you're not feeling like a stuffed pig. Um, and what I found, because two times we've been there, as you come into the outskirts of Brig, and then it bears to the left, you go over that bridge, and then you go to that roundabout, and there's that Tesco's on your right hand side. But before that bridge, there's like a little side street that you pull off. There's two pubs down it, and it's you can only go so far down, and then it's closed off to road traffic. You go over this bridge, and there's like a little canal runs through. I was parked there, but you only get an hour. So I thought this has got to be better situation. So I put my sat nav on. I found there's a car park, and it turns out it's behind this what used to be this pub called the Angel, and it's like most of the car parks around your neck of woods. 2 hours free car parking. I thought, wow, it brings about just about a 3 minute walk from Scalini's. You come out where kind of the little streets, it's like a Y-shaped junction where the shops are, and it's up there. And the chips weren't as good as last time, but oh, I tell you, not as good as Tate's. Tate's fish has that unique, lovely crunchiness to that batter. I mean, their batters is second to none really, but it was nice fish and chips. So that's why I said to Gusher, just think about it, Gusher. Just think about it. Yes, there would be increased mileage for me to and from the airport. It would be an extra 20 miles round trip, and travelling time. As I said to you, when we used to do that, where I left the airport on my second day shift, and I left at 6. It takes me 5 minutes to get to the staff car park, about 2 minutes to get round all the little side streets to get out of the airport area. And I think I got to about 50 yards short of Avenue Vivian, and it was 20 to 7. So it only took me 40 minutes to get from leaving the terminal to getting within 2 minutes of your house. And I thought, well, that's only an extra. If we were ever lucky enough to get the house on Crosby Avenue as good as that, whenever that will be, it's only an extra, say, 15-20 minutes travelling time. This is not much, is it, really? It's not bad. But I thought, what we save on other things like going to and from Tesco's, Asda, the bank, the cafes, from home to shop to home. It swings and roundabouts. I won't probably gain much. I might gain a little mileage, but it won't be much. But it means that we, like I said in my 89,000 videos, we'll be able to do little things like taking a leaf out of your book. Pick you up. Jesus Christ, it looks like you've been rolling around in pubes. Your chest, sir.
My chest. That's natural.
It looks like you're shaving your pubes and sticking them on your chest. So we could do like a 7.5 collection on your after shift, and then you. This is obviously if we were like Crosby Avenue, for example, uh, and could do till or even to any maybe Botswood maybe, till Saturday afternoon. Same with Crosby. Actually, you could go home if you Crosby Avenue. You could actually go home. If it Bottisford, you'd probably stay. Um, but Ash Crosby Avenue, you can walk home after your thing, so that's a Brucey bonus for you. And like we could do a Saturday tea time till early hours of Sunday morning if we're at Crosby Avenue. You know what I mean? Bottisford, Ashby area, you would probably stay. Well, it's a bit of a distance to walk. Which we can't do that now. It'd be brilliant, man. We'll have to rely on Dennis Hodges like this as much. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's nice to have a look. It's nice to have a look at what you can't have. It's like, oh, look at that. Ooh, and you think, fuck, I'm about £146,000 short. Like that one in Winteringham. Oh man, if ever the big lotto win, oh, that 3-bedroom cottage. Oh, it's like stuff of dreams, man. Oh. Mm. Oh. Right. Viewing pleasure. Now, I'm going to start next week curating the films for the next, not September the 18th one. I think we could start with the Frankensteins. For that one. And maybe introduce Dracula 79. The B movie, The Haunting of Margam Castle, which I last saw at Tesco's for £3. My glass is empty. I must solve this problem. Sir Dennis Podge.
I want to be Sir Ian Nelson.
Oh, and I tell you another beauty is like furniture. That I've already told you this. There's you could furnish any house for like really next to nothing compared to what you can pay in the proper shops, brand spanking new, and it's all good gear. They don't sell any tatty shite. It's all been quality checked and all that. And there's two places that I know of in Scunthorpe which are charity places where they've all got the fire logos on and all that. And one is not far from the NatWest Bank. It's that side street where you've got the side of what used to be Bright House and the NatWest Bank, and there's a cafe opposite called the Columbia Cafe or something, Coffee House, Columbia Coffee House, something like that. And so it's the opposite side. You've got the Admiral slot place where there's also that quick tan and leads to what used to be at Blarney Stone. But it was to the side. And it's the Jerry Green... It's called The Second Chance, but it's the Jerry Green dog rescue place. They have a small shop bottom of Ashby High Street, where Broadway and that is. But that's only for like trinkets and bric-a-brac and bloody women's handbags and shit like that. But this one, it's a big shop, and there's some anything you want for your house, man. There's tables, cupboards, wardrobes, cabinets, settees of various sizes, 2 and a 3 and a 2 and a 2, leather, cloth. Honestly, man, if you really need replacement furniture, that's the place to go. It's a bargain price compared to what you can pay at SCS and all that bollocks. And the second one is on the Skippendale. I think it's Sue Ryder. It's between Subway and the Range. And when you first walk in, you think it's only a small shop. But when you walk past where the till is, it opens up to this massive floor space where again they've got everything from chairs, all sorts of tables, from coffee tables to dining tables of all sizes, cabinets, wardrobes, bureaus, set it again like Jerry Green. So I thought if we're in a situation to where we could commence Operation Scunthorpe, or at least weapon Operation Scunthorpe, that would be a place where we would go. I mean, at the moment, I'd be happy with getting everything done bar short of that. That'd be like being mortgage free here. So everything that's what Operation Scunthorpe is, just falling short of actually being able to make the move. But it makes it easier for us to make the move when we can do it. But as long as you can become a housewife, that's the main objective. No more bakery for her. That's what I love to happen. Oh man. Old Speckled Hen. The drink of the gods. Very looks like your ass crack. Where you had your hand there looks like an ass crack. Right, so I'm gonna be curating the films for
fun. For fun on a pill.
Yeah, but where you had a pill looked like your ass crack. I know it wasn't your ass crack because yeah. I'm gonna.
Yeah, when you've been at work all day, one bit feels that feeling for.
Yeah, I mean, I was flagging earlier on because I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. It's just over 12 hours. We're watching outside for about 2 hours. Then come in. Um, we're watching Count Armstrong again. I was seriously flagging, but I can't get a second wind. Literally. Yeah, so I'm going to be creating the films for the first ever inaugural. So then it's Hodge 1.5. Where I've got, because I can only do 2 pizzas at a time. I've got, say, plenty of chili that you can make a start on because we don't have chili all that often and I made far too much. But a good idea of yours with your hint. Oh, I know what it's all about. Not a bad idea, that. I mean, for us at the airport, it's all still up in the air what's happening. I'm hoping that that for me it stays as it is because after last year's washout with the Halloween spooktacular, with we couldn't do it anyway because COVID advisories said you can't have anyone who is not part of your family or your support bubble staying overnight. So that we were fucked on that front, and of course we had the alternative Zoom session set up. How that would have worked, I don't know. Maybe it's like a webcam. So we would have placed our cameras where you could like view the room and just talk when we did and just watch the films as normal. But we couldn't do that because you had come down with COVID, tested positive, and you felt like I did after my first jab, which was shocking for 24 bastard hours. Oh, Jesus, I've never felt so bad in my life. That was terrible. So that were a bloody washout on 3 fronts. Because you couldn't come to ours and say, A, because you weren't allowed. B, you couldn't have with COVID. We couldn't even do the backup plan because you felt so shit from COVID. So that was a triple whammy. Because I'm going, right you horn, right you bastard, come on you cunt, and give your finger. Unbeknownst to me, you were shivering and bloody headaches and all that, but I'm, right you cunt, come on, fuck off. I know you're on the horn, I can see a green light, go on you bastard, Bedford. But of course, yeah. I couldn't do that the other day. Right, I tell you why. My wedding ring finger was really sore and it was hurting, and it was going almost like a beetroot, not a beetroot, like a deep purple, like a radish colour from the tip, and I didn't do nothing about it, and it was like spreading towards my knuckle, and it got to a point where people said, "Oh, it's some kind of Wicklow finger." So I looked it up, and the official on the NHS app, NHS website, Wicklow finger, it's a blister because affected. It's from freaking herpes. I went, well, that ain't bloody it. So I had another look, and there's one where it just swells up and it's infected with pus. It's Pirinchi or something. And I got back, so it must be like a Friday, and I said to Gusher, "Oh, go look at this." I said, So we end up going to Gould Hospital. They've got an out of hours GP minor illnesses clinic, and there was no one in the waiting room. I went straight in, took my details. Gusher had to leave and go up to the main entrance and sit in there. I was in this waiting room for about 5 minutes, and she went, "Oh yeah, it's begins with Piranha. It's also about Wicklow Finger, but that's the way. Well, is that it's confusing because that's also known as a Wicklow Finger. But some of the official terminology is from the herpes, but this is just a simple infection from bacteria. Alright, she got some saline solution and a little needle scalpel thing to jab it, and I'm like, ooh, and then she'd squeeze it, and no coming out. And then she had one last go like between the nail and the skin, and a bit of pus shot out, not much. And then she squeezed it, and I went, oh yeah. She went, you were very good there. I said, prescription for some antibiotics from Tesco. So we were parked on the street, so we won't get to the car. The phone went, oh, this is a nurse that just dealt with you. It's Tesco's in Doncaster. It wasn't Doncaster. It was actually. I'm going to do a Bolwood in a minute. Eden, oh fuck's sake. Well, if we were to change it one, because you look like Gary Glitter with that bloody goatee beard. It turns out he was Tesco's at Edenthorpe. So I was, oh, well that's not bad. That's on way to work because I'll get it tomorrow. So I did. And on way to work, I picked him up. £9.35 for one bastard prescription. Yeah, I thought, fucking hell. I mean, it was £8.60. So I had to take his tablets. But thinking, my ass is okay. My Farmer Giles. I think they've fucked off now, so that's a big relief. And it all started when you were at our house last time, I think. When I went for that shit on the Sunday dinner time, and I felt like there was a little bit of glass dug into my ass. I thought, oh, when I was trying to sit down, I was like, oh. And it wasn't until the Friday that I went for a big shit before going shopping, and I wiped my ass, and I looked at the toilet. There was blood, not on the produce, but on the bowl, like jam. And it was dripping through all shopping, and she saw my jeans, and she went, "You've been bleeding. You've been bleeding a lot. It'd been coming through, I know, like a blood." So that Friday, I'm like, oh, it won't at the time. It wasn't funny because I thought, you think the big C, don't you? But I managed to get an appointment out of hours at Doncaster. If I'd known it, I could have gone to bloody Goulden District and said, I think I may have Farmer Giles, and they sent me straight away. I got an appointment, and I laid. It says, anyway, I laid on the couch. He said, "Can you do the necessary?" And then he got the gloves on, Right. You know. And he went, the first one, does that hurt? I said, no. Then he went, and, oh! Well, he must be checking prostate. I went, is that hurt? I went, no, not really. Then he pulled his glove out. And then I wasn't looking because I was still looking at the wall on my side. And he went, oh, don't worry. This is not blood on my glove. So basically what he was saying is that on his finger was shit. But the reason behind that was, what's up with your face? It turned to a flesh. The reason for that was because I wanted to have a shit beforehand, but I was scared of having more blood coming out my ass. So then I had to go for to get some lactulose, which is basically laxative in a bottle, and some tablets that went like in Nurse. Is it young Joan Sims? What's you doing, Nurse? They're not meant to be swallowed. So I had to do that finger poking every day with those fucking tablets. It's like poke it beyond the Death Star, so it wouldn't shoot out like a bullet. Can you imagine? Choo! Dum!
Oh, for fuck's sake. We got company.
Oreo. Oreo.
Hey, get up. Sniff that bastard.
Oreo.
Yeah, I can't reverse it else.
Yeah. I'll see it. I'll see you. Oreo.
Oh yeah, come up here.
Is it a he or she? Oreo. 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 Oreo.
Fucking big bastard now.
Well, oh, that lactulose stuff, man. Jesus Christ. That lactulose. I didn't realise that the measuring cap had come off. It was in the car boat.
Yeah.
So I took a little gulp. It's supposed to make your shit soft, so it doesn't aggravate your arsehole. But a couple of times I had a couple of gulps, and I was outside doing one of my endless videos of, oh, woe is my, Operation Scunthorpe, woe is me, and lottery shite videos. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. Then, you know, when you let one go in, you feel, you let it out a little bit, and you feel like maybe if I let it go any further, that might be a mistake. Yeah. And I had a couple of minor leakages. But the worst one,
Stop it needling.
the worst one was when I was at the airport on a Saturday morning, the night before, I'd had a pizza from Tesco's. Oreo. Oreo. Ah. She's dead. She's daddy's.
In the front feet again. Oh.
She's daddy's cat for sure. It's like cat porn, this. Oh, oh. Why you don't get bloody claws in plums?
Really?
So yeah, the night before, I'd had a pizza from Tesco's with Oreo, 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 and I put on the spicy sauce, right? Now, what is our? Stop sniffing your box. What are you looking down there for?
Because the fucking down there, sniffing up.
Well, tell it not to. What is our golden rule with when we're on early shift the next day with what kind of sauce we do not put on our food? Yes. Well, I didn't heed that advice. I forgot. So I put a lot of spicy sauce on my pizza, and I set off at airport. I goes past the Texaco garage, and I'm like, oh dear, that don't feel right. And I thought, no, I think I'll be all right. And then I got up Prison Road, and oh Jesus, oh the pain. I thought if I had something to wipe my ass with, I'd have gone pulled off somewhere, but I had nothing to wipe my ass with, so the pain went. But every mile seemed like I was driving in quicksand, and I thought, I hope I make it. So I gets to the staff car park, parks up, and I gallops in to the nearest toilet, which is a workplace called Hayford House. And I went to the toilet and whoa, yeah, bastard. And my arsehole, Oreo. Oh, it's a lovely cat. And I had to sit down for 5 minutes after I had a shit because I couldn't feel my arse. I don't know, I made it without shitting myself. Well, that's my mistake for making my... So I've kind of, for the time being, I have cut out spicy sauce because it's just destroying my ass. Oh, beautiful cat. How many sachets does that cat go through a day?
About two or three.
Fucking hell. That's good going.
Hang on a minute. I'm in a position to reverse it.
Yeah, make sure I don't see your Richmond. Oreo.
God. Oh, she's gone.
Oreo.
Oh, she's gone out now. fucking night. Wouldn't let me sleep.
I think I felt we had that bloody Vindaloo at bloody at Saffron's in Brick Lane.
Yeah, you've got Saffron and phone now, so.
Well, not yet, but Jesus. 5 times I went to the shitter that morning at Elstree. You're there in the single bed next to me, sleeping through a nuclear winter, and there's me feeling like my stomach felt that morning when I was on your. This is before you had the double bed in the back bedroom. When I was kipping on your settee, thankfully, within 3 meters of the shitter. After I had a dynamite hot stag chili, and you had to go to work for your overtime shift, and I just woke up with this feeling that my stomach was slowly dissolving into mush with pain. I mean, pain. And I think I may have gone to Morrison's for some relief. And then I had a painful small shit at Golden's coffee shop, now sadly gone. I had pain on the way to Beverley. A little fart eased it off. And then the A63, before it comes the M62 from Hull, I pulled into the motorway services and had a monstrous shit which felt like my arsehole was caving in. And then I did that video to you telling me you can stick your stag chili right up your fucking arse. That's how I felt at Elstree Inn that Sunday morning on our big London bash. But I think went to London. So I'm guessing we must have left on the Friday and come back on the Monday. So we're London Saturday and Sunday. Because we had a rather okay curry at the Spice Garden on Shenley Road. It was alright. That's where I took the pictures of where you're in that white and blue striped shirt and you were chuckling about something. And just across the road from my digs, which was great. But it was okay. It was nice. You know, pickle tray were nice and all that. But it didn't have that oomph. That rrr. And of course, we went for curry the following day. After being constantly badgered by people saying, come in, manager special, ends in 10 minutes, you get a free bottle of wine or a free beer or a free dessert. Come in. I think we're picking it funny out. As we're walking down, they're all having a manager special that ends soon as we're walking past. And eventually we caved in at Saffron, didn't we, with a shared platter of bloody rice. A shared platter, not your own individual portion. One plate fits all. And I, from what I can remember, I wasn't affected during the eating process. What I can remember, now fucking Amber's having a shout now, you mucky cow. What I can remember, she can go in that the cat's shitter, do what she's doing. She can be there 5 minutes. You can hear her burying it. I'm thinking, Jesus, it's like a Great Dane burying a fucking bone. Yeah, I can remember. Amber, for fuck's sake, pack it in. Can you hear her?
Yeah.
I can remember. Nuts. Oh, I'm gonna try something lighter.
Do it.
I can remember. I didn't suffer that much during the eating process. But when I looked over at you, bloody hell, I thought if you were made of wax, you'd have been a pile of wax on the floor. I've never seen anybody in all my life. You were like how I was trying to eat your stag chili. Because my memories of you eating that stag chili were, you were like you were, that video which, let's have a look at this. I show a plate that of the 24 piece of chicken you got on that plate. And it's look at that. So that there's probably 2 potatoes. There's probably 22 cubes of chicken there, and then this is from earlier on. And then you at the dining table. You like this good. And before you've swallowed your first shovelful, you got the next slap coming in. It's like somebody feeding us a fucking cement mix with sand and cement. Before the first, and then just as you've swallowed the first one, you got the third lot going in. I says, that's how you used to eat the dynamite hot stag chili. And I looked at you in absolute amazement because I tried my first godful of dynamite stag chili, and I'm like, my mouth, I couldn't feel my mouth. I could not feel my mouth, and I'm thinking, this is pain. And you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, Amber, it's like the fucking, it's like the bubonic plague. You dirty bitch. Fucking hell. What is it? It's like searching for treasure. Jesus. Oh, what's that? Febreze. Fuck me, that'll do. It's some fucking Febreze. That smells like someone's fucking died. It's strange because there's a let's see what ow.
Time.
It'll be what, 10 past 1? 20 past 1? Yeah,
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Oh, take 5 more minutes then. Yeah, I just remember how you ate that stag chili, and I'm amazed. But that's how I remember eating that curry, and it were it were hot, spicy, but you were drip, 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 drip. You were, but yeah,
I couldn't cope.
yeah. But I thought this is the same person who could demolish a tin and a half of dynamite hot stag chili and just eat it like someone eating fish and chips. I was amazed. But yeah, karma came because there's me feeling like my stomach's dissolving, being eaten by rats who've got acid for blood. Going 5 times, a little bit more every time. And there's you sleeping the dream of dreams. Like, sleeping like a fairy. Like Sleeping Beauty. And there's me going, oh, Jesus. Ah, oh. Every time I went, the pain subsided. But Jesus, and I have suffered with that when I mean one of these days we will have we will sample a takeaway. We will sample the wares of this rejuvenated saffron. There's like an occasional, but obviously it's a lot cheaper for me to make a great big bucket full of it. Whether or not we have like, have we had a foul? The thing is with a foul, it would be like a one-off, rare event, because too much of the foul will literally annihilate your arsehole.
No. We had a turbo Vindaloo and I just say no more. I can't take it. It just spoilt it. I just can't taste it.
Yeah, because as you know, the next morning when you go for that shit, you get that gut ache, and you go for that shit. What's coming out of your arsehole, you can't feel your arse. It's just all you can feel is heat and pain, and you don't know if you're finished. So that's why I've eased off on the spicy sauce, because too much of it too often can destroy your arsehole. Right, we'll call it Tom's. I'm gonna watch something for half an hour, and I'm gonna call it Tom's. So what we're gonna do is we're going to probably do the majority of our shop on Wednesday instead of Saturday. Any bits we've missed we'll get on the Saturday. Yeah. Thursday, Friday. Yeah, we'll get bits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get obviously two boxes. So if it's still on offer at Asda for £9, I'll get them from Asda. If it's not on offer at Asda anymore, I'll get it from Tesco's because they've already upped their price by 50p a box. But it's still cheaper than Asda when it's on full price by a good 75p. Sainsbury's is stupidly expensive. They've still got the 12 pack, and that's £12.75. Morrison's is ridiculous. But for the inaugural Sir Dennis Hodge 1.5 on October the 8th, I think that one will probably be a triple boxer. Like before, if there's enough to carry over, they'll be carried over like a jackpot rollover. But that'll be a triple boxer. But what we'll do on that occasion is we'll do the shopping. We'll get to Tesco's about 6 o'clock on the Friday. So by the time we finish at Tesco's, you'll be just about. We'll give enough time to get up to Foxhill in position, ready to collect you. And this before all the Sir Dennis Hodges 1.5s. Yeah. Definitely. Because we can hopefully for the Halloween Spectacular it will be because I remembered I'll be working that Friday, so it would be about roughly the same time anyway. But there's no events in November. But if I've calculated it correctly, there'll be room for a Sir Dennis Hodge 1.5 at the, I think, 3rd of December time, I think. So, anyway, we'll call it Tom's. See you, what do you reckon? About 1:30, you say you average you're out?
Yeah.
Yeah, on that occasion, I'm just going to have just a double cheeseburger. I'm not having a double or a single. That would just totally ruin the main event at night, which is the curry. I would only ever have a double and a single, like for a 1.5, if we have it. Let's say we get to butcher's for 11 o'clock, get back for 1:15, in oven by 20 past, on plate by 25 to. Bang, bang, bang. At least an 8-hour gap before curry. Win-win. Yeah, right. We'll call it Tom's now. I'll let you get to Kit, and I'm going to just finish off with a bit of comedy or something. And see you outside the factory gates.
Yeah.
Yes. Till then, ta-ta.
Ta-ta.